I'm Ollie, an Academic Skills Development Advisor at 301 Student Skills and Development Centre. That's a centre at the University of Sheffield where we support students in learning how to learn. I've worked for 2.5 years at 301, developing and delivering workshop programs and the content of workshops and training to support student learning in all sorts of areas, including assessment, academic writing, time management, beating procrastination, uh, all sorts of the kinds of skills that you need to succeed at university. In a former life, I was a researcher in the Department of Russian and Slavonic Studies at the University of Sheffield. I did my PhD and then my postdoc in that department, working in the field of Soviet art history. Um, and I loved it. I really enjoyed my time as a researcher. I valued the time and space I had to devote to an area that I was genuinely interested in, albeit a niche area that perhaps it's fair to say that not that many other people are interested in. Um, but I loved the experience of working with original documents in an archival setting. It was a real thrill unearthing things that perhaps no one else had had a chance to read and look at before. But there were downsides to that work. Uh, the main one was that the world of academic research can be quite a solitary and isolating one. Um, a lot of my work was conducted on my own. A lot of the writing I was doing was quite time consuming and it was sometimes a lonely process. It took me a while to work out that a PhD and my research experience had qualified me for a lot more than just an academic career. And for a long time, my goal was to pursue a traditional academic career. There's not really any such thing as a typical day in my current job. The main area of my work involves liaising with academic departments to design and deliver workshops to cohorts ranging from foundation engineers through to undergraduate law students, postgraduate architects, dental hygienists, trainee nurses, you name it. And the types of environments range from informal small groups of 2 to 3 students up to over 800 students as part of the Achieve More programme in Ponds Forge. So as you can imagine, much of this is a long way from my comfort zone as a Soviet art historian. But I really enjoy the challenge of adapting what I do and trying to understand the demands of different disciplines, trying to understand what kinds of things students will find most useful to help them to learn. I love the opportunity for creativity within the role I have and having the chance to try out new and innovative things. It's also great to be able to see the wider impact of what you do on students, but also on colleagues and on the institutional learning and teaching environment. My research background has been essential to understand the process and the philosophy of what it means to make a contribution, however small. And I think this is something that's really empowering for students at whatever level they are. This job has given me loads of valuable experience of involvement in learning and teaching at strategy level. And this is something that definitely interests me for a future career. My main piece of advice would be not to worry too much about the narrowness of your research niche. Um, I've certainly found there's a lot more that you can do with a PhD, and I'd certainly recommend that you use it as an opportunity to develop other transferable skills in other areas that you enjoy along the way.